So again, we are back with the daily lead code practice session. So let's move to the first question from the easy bucket. To sum. We are given with the integer array, and we have to return the indices of two numbers such that we match the target value, such that the sum of the two numbers match the target value. So it's pretty much simple, and I don't think it's like there should be any question regarding the problem statement. So are there any questions regarding the problem statement? Fine. So anyone who tried solving it or have any approach to how to solve this? Anyone?
Does it work with duplicate value?
Do you mean if we have duplicate values? Yeah, it may have duplicate values within the integer array. It's no problem. Just we have to match the specific target. Like if the two numbers add up to a specific target, then we have to return the indices of the two numbers. And we have exactly one solution. Like, and yeah, whatever you said, we cannot have same element twice. Sorry, I said it wrong previously. So the value can't be twice. Anyone who tried solving it? Yeah, hello.
Yeah, so the one thing which I solved is like using this is first of all, while traversing only while traversing the arrays, you just need to you subtract that number, the target number from the number, and if that number is in map, which means that you have an answer of that. But otherwise, if it is not, then you can put that number as a key and a value as an index.
Yeah,
while
cool.
traversing, instead of just first of all creating a map and then putting an index and then again traversing it, we can do it side by side.
Yeah, nice. So I guess it's the most efficient way to solve this question. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I do have another the same approach, but myself, Sai. Hello, everyone. So, Ashish, so I was thinking two approaches. One is O of n square, right? So you have two for loops going to each and every element, and then
yeah, that should be the first intuition. Like that was the first intuition that I got.
Right.
The naive approach.
Right. And the second approach, whatever she said, right? So use a hash map, trade off with the extra memory. So use a hash map, and then you save the complement in the hash map. And if you find the complement as you go through the matrix, as you go through the array, then you return true, or you just capture the index and then return it back.
Yeah, cool.
I know that's the same thing that you guys are talking about as well. So.
You mean using only one for loop, right?
Yeah, one for loop, but in that case, we will be using a map. So we are using some extra space. So if we are doing it n square, we are bound to like using a constant space, but we are running out of time. So
yeah,
we have to bargain with
the... Right.
Well, we can
but in the
solve
map,
it.
you will try to save the complement.
We can solve it and find the two number, right? That would be not n square.
Yeah, but the worst case might be the like. What do you mean by sorting it? Like how can you sort and get the two numbers? Please go ahead.
Yeah.
You said
you can sorting too.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh no, I think we can do it using sorting.
But we need an indexes to return. So if we sort it, then our indexes will not be the same.
Yeah, that's a
so
good point.
We can do a pair sort. Like we can give create a different array of pair, and then we can sort it. Like
Yeah, but that also extra space.
Yeah. So it's not explicitly mentioned over here like we have to uh, don't use any extra space. So I guess a hash map will be a efficient approach to solve
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Okay. So I just had one problem like what Sonia said, I guess. She said we can do this in one pass. So I did the same hash map thing, but I used two for loops, first to store the map and then other for the like finding the complement. So I'm not sure like how does the one pass is working, because if you are looking for one complement, then I guess we are not filled. We haven't filled the map yet. So I have a doubt. Like I want to know this.
So, yeah, so yes, Ashish. So this is also a correct approach with what you did, but you did in two loops. So I'm saying in one pass, like for example, if 9 - 2, 7 is not present correct yet, but
Okay.
but you put two, you push two in the map because it was not present yet. So you put 2 as a key and its index as a value. But when you move forward and when you again subtract 9 - 7, you checked if that complement is there or not. Yes, you found that complement and you have that index also, and so you get uh, both of the both um,
Yeah, fine, fine,
values
fine.
in
Okay,
there.
okay. Okay, I
Yeah,
got you.
that would be in one pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the time complexity will be big O fan in the both cases. Either I'm
Yeah,
using the one pass or the two pass.
yes, but it will be, it's like a two. We don't care about like it's 2n
Yeah,
uh,
but in
n plus
generally
n,
it's
but
just
overall it's
asymptotic
not
notation.
n.
So
Yeah, but yeah, that's also one approach which is like,
yeah, the yours one was like more efficient as I see.
yeah.
So is there any other way to solve? Anyone who would like to come up?
Nope, I
Okay,
see
fine.
only two approaches, n square and
Okay.
n.
So I have a question
Did we
regarding
discuss?
like the extra, like not only about, think about like, can we have, if it's written that we have only exactly one solution, if there is a multiple solution are present,
Yeah.
we can have multiple solutions.
In addition to that, if we want to find the number of pairs that we can have, just a variation of what Sonia said, number of pairs that would sum to that, sum to that number.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
would have to return in pairs. Like we can't have like we have to return a 2D vector or something.
yeah, that would be a 2D matrix. So
Yeah.
yeah, the same
So you need
question that we can
unique pairs.
No,
more.
I'm not saying we need the pairs. We just need the number of pairs that can give the sum n
Hmm.
or target.
Okay, I'm not yet clear like what you said. Can you please?
Okay, so if you have an array and there's a target given 9,
Yeah.
so we need to find how many pairs in the array can make the sum 9. I
Yeah.
don't need the exact indexes. I don't need the exact number. I just need the number. There are three
Okay.
pairs. Let's suppose
Okay.
that we have 2, 7, 7, 11, and 50. Then there are two pairs that will make, 9, which is 2, 7, the first 7, and then you have the other 7, which is pairing up with the same number.
Okay, fine.
And that would be on a different indexes. We can't repeat the same index. Is it
Exactly.
correct? So
Yes.
the first thing which I got something like that. So which I am thinking we need to make a key as a number and its value as a indexes, because in this case there are chances that the numbers can be repetitive. Is it that
Mhm.
in that question?
So here, like it's mentioned, element is we cannot use same element twice.
No, if
But
we have
there,
like
the
five
other
and
I'm
version
four.
of
just
the
talking about,
question is
Okay,
that,
yeah,
okay,
sorry,
okay. You mean in some other problem?
yeah, other
just a
the other
variation to
version
this one.
is okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
Like I'm just saying that there can be another version of this question which can have the repetitive numbers.
Yeah.
Hello.
So then we have, let's say we have 2, 7, and 7. Then for 2, we will be getting 2 more complements. Like there will be 2 indexes for 7. So we have to make a combination of 2, 0 and 1 index, and 0 and 2 index.
Correct.
We are again using the same two
No,
times.
no, we cannot have same pair again. Like you cannot have 2, 7 and then again count it 7, 2. So you
Yeah,
can have an index 0 and 1, 0 and 3, but you cannot have a combination of 0, 1 and 1, 0.
yeah, that way.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So if we have numbers like 2, 7, 11, 15, and then 5 and 4, which will
Yeah.
also add like 9. We need to
Yeah.
do it in the first pair. Like index is the first pair.
So over here, it's mentioned like exactly one solution. Whatever you are saying is a variation to this problem. Like if we have multiple pairs such that we match the target value. So for that, I guess if we are returning the indexes, then we have to return a 2D vector or so.
Okay.
Right. I have another question. So that's an extension, right? So let's say
Yeah.
if there are multiple elements, if more than 2 numbers that can possibly make this target, right? Then that's another flavor for the same question.
Okay.
My other question is, if you have a duplicate elements, that's what I think Sonia or Puneet was talking about. So if you have the duplicate elements, like 7 is repeated twice, so or 2 is repeated twice, right? So right now in your hash map, you have the number 2 and then the index of it, which is 2 comma 0 in your hash map, right?
Yeah.
Or, oh no, maybe I think it's the complement, right? 9 minus 2 and then the index of 2, which is 7 comma 0. And then you found 7 and then you go to the next element. 7 already exists in the hash map. Okay, so now you return the index of 2 and then and then the current index, right? So if you have a duplicate elements, how can you handle it? Like, if you have like 2 comma 2 and then 7 comma 7 and then 11, 15,
Yeah,
right?
so you mean like if we have duplicate elements, then how can we do this in a hash map? Like, is that what
Exactly,
you're
because
saying?
right. Because the complement, you cannot find the complement the second time because you will be replacing the value, right?
I think this
So
case is
in
a case
that
of a
case,
collision, and
yeah,
this
So
case is a
so
collision case. Yeah,
the
please go ahead.
thing, yeah, we can solve like by making the key as a number and its value as a list of their indexes.
Yeah, exactly. Like to handle this
right,
collision, we
right,
have to,
exactly.
yeah.
And we can check if that index has been used. We can like,
Right,
We just have to
right,
append like in the value part, we have to append the
right,
indexes
right,
that we are getting.
yes.
right. So the key will be the number itself, and then
Yeah,
the
the number itself.
value will be the set of
But
indices, right?
in such case, I would like to mention we have we don't we can't get it in big O of one like in constant length.
Right, right,
We have to
right.
again iterate through the list. So we will not be having like big O of one to get the uh, value of the key.
Right. One way or the other, you have to loop through the list for that value, or you have to go through the set, right? All elements in the set, all the indices.
Yeah.
So yeah, you are right. So that cannot be O of n in that case. The
Yeah.
worst case, right? Yeah.
So are there any other questions or any other approaches or any variations that you want to discuss?